All right. Well, thank you, everybody. Good morning. I'm John Coates, and 2 years ago in Halifax, much to my surprise, the board had created this award they called the John Coates Award. So I was a bit floored at that time when they just surprised that on me, but it was quite an honor. I was among the group of 4 who founded the Canadian Society for Spirituality and Social Work, and John was among one of those 4 people, the others being Brian Ouellette and Barb Schwarzentruber. All of us were academics with an interest in the area of spirituality and social work. And so what I'd like to do is just read a bit of a description of the awards, because this year John and Diana are co-recipients of the John Coates Award, and I'll read it. The John Coates Award is offered in recognition of the work of Dr. John Coates, a founding member of the Canadian Society for Spirituality and Social Work, and a significant scholar in the field. Dr. Coates raised the profile of spirituality as an integral part of our work as social workers. The award is given to an outstanding academic educator or scholar researcher who offers a significant contribution to literature on spirituality and social work practice. The board had a nominating committee who received some nominations that which the board had asked for, and then the board made a decision about the recipients. And I'll start with John Graham. John's an outstanding scholar in the area of social work. He's one of the most well-published scholars and researchers in social work in Canada, and he's been recognized as such. As a leading academic in Canada, Dr. Graham has consistently advanced the integration of spirituality into social work research, education, and practice through his prolific publications, thoughtful leadership, and mentorship of emerging scholars. His work has meaningfully shaped national and international conversations about the role of spirituality in holistic and culturally responsive social work, particularly in the Canadian context. Dr. Graham's scholarship aligns deeply with the spirit of this award by continuing to elevate spirituality as a vital dimension of ethical and effective social work practice. And so I would like to present this award. Come on up, John. There you go. Oh. Say something.
Oh my goodness. I'm speechless, and that doesn't happen very often. Thank you. I really greatly appreciate this honor, and it's especially meaningful to me to know that it's the John Coates Award, and somebody who I greatly respect. And this society would not exist were it not for John, and as we'll be elaborating at 1 p.m. John was the first among equals. There were 4 of us, but John really did spearhead this group, and we owe our entire existence to the very hard work that John did right at the outset. So thank you all for this very good and kind award.
Thank you, John. You have to remember, this is about John Graham, not about John Coates. Okay. And I'll read about Diana. Thank you for your patience. Dr. Kohalik has dedicated her academic career to the promotion of mindfulness training through the development of her internationally recognized holistic arts-based program. The short form for that is HAP. This 12-week program aims to enhance participants' mood, self-esteem, coping, relationships, and resilience. Marginalized children and youth in particular have greatly benefited from the holistic arts-based program, which since 2022 has been introduced in the school system in northeastern Ontario. The HAP program has also provided training for numerous research assistants and graduate students who have in turn taken this training to incarcerated individuals and those in long-term care. Dr. Kohalik's scholarly output across books, book chapters, peer-reviewed articles, and research reports is remarkable and demonstrates her capacity as a prolific academic in the area of spirituality. I would also like to add that Diana has been for several years was a major player on the board of our society and contributed greatly to the advancement of the society for several years. So Diane, I think Heather's going to accept this award on your behalf. Okay, thanks, Heather.
And how are you doing that?
And do we want a Diane response now?
Yeah.
Okay. Diane, I think you wanted to say a few words?
Sure. Can you all hear me? It's great. It's really great to see you, John and John. Yeah, I was very surprised to hear about this award, and I really am truly honored to be recognized, especially alongside Graham, who I've looked up to for many years. I really can't say strongly enough how important the society was to me at the beginning of my career. There were so few of us working in this field. I finished my PhD in 2001, and I was in Australia, so coming back to Canada, I didn't have a lot of connections, and I found one of the first conferences, and John Graham and John Coates, and it was just so vital for me to have these connections and to be able to build these relationships with key people in the field who were also highly competent scholars. So it really set me on a positive course for my academic career. So it's just such it's such a great honor to be recognized, and I'm sorry I can't be there with you. But it's wonderful as well to see the rejuvenation of the society, and I hope for some of you it's going to be as meaningful as it was for me. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Diana. Okay, I want to read a bit of a description of the Brian Ouellette Award. Brian also, for those who did not know him, for several years he taught the only course on spirituality and social work in Canada. He taught at my university at St. Thomas. He was my good friend. And he passed away in 2005, but he was one of the four who helped start the society. He certainly had a major role in me becoming involved in the work and in the interest in spirituality. And he was an outstanding teacher and had a great way of motivating and engaging people. His skill areas was primarily as a teacher and as a practitioner. He was well known in the province of New Brunswick. The Brian Ouellette Award is given in recognition of Brian Ouellette, a pioneer in the integration of spirituality into the practice of social work. Brian was the first Canadian educator to develop a social work curriculum on spirituality to support new social workers in ethically exploring the role of spirituality in work with clients. This award is given to a practitioner or organization in the field of social work who has developed innovative and meaningful ways to integrate spirituality into their professional social work education or practice.
I have an email from Anne to read out after.
Oh, okay. After? Okay. So the winner of the award this year, the inaugural Brian Ouellette Award, is going to be Heather Lehman. And Heather's not present today, but Ursula is going to accept, who worked with Heather for several years, is going to accept the award on her behalf. Heather had been the executive director of the Harvard Healing Center, formerly known as the Laurel Center, for 7 years. And I think that was in Winnipeg? In Winnipeg. During her time in this position, she has been at the forefront of significant changes in the organization towards a more holistic and culturally responsive way of treating the trauma of childhood sexual abuse. And the organization that would previously only work with Western models of healing now offers programming such as traditional Indigenous ceremonies and sharing circles. It has an ongoing relationship with elders in the community. It now has a peer support program which honors the lived experience of individuals with a history of trauma, which is revolutionary in my opinion, extremely spiritually given the mental health culture of diagnosis and labels. Heather also oversaw the West Standing Bear project, which was developed in partnership with a PhD student to develop two-eyed seeing approach. A two-eyed seeing approach to treating childhood sexual abuse. We appreciate her contributions to the field of social work, and she played a significant role in setting a new direction for the Heartwood Center. She is an outstanding heart-led leader. Okay, and I'm going to ask Ursula is going to take this and present this award to Heather herself.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I'm just going to add that I had an email from Anne Ouellette. Dear Heather Boynton and Johnny Margolin, co-chairs of Canadian Society for Spirituality and Social Work, Conference 2025. I would like to thank you for creating the Brian Ouellette Award and presenting it to a recipient for the first time this year. Brian would have been very humbled and happy. We are delighted that his vision and spirit live on. Unfortunately, I am not able to attend this year's conference. I would have been honored to present the award. I hope to attend a future conference and would be glad to present this award in the future. To the recipient, congratulations and continue your work in the field of spirituality and social work. Yours truly, Anne Ouellette.
Thank you. That's very nice.